Welcome. My name is Brian Williamson and I'm your chairperson for tonight. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to this last talk in our series for this winter. And this is organised by the British Science Association, Tayside-Fife branch. This lecture is in fact our contribution to the Women in Science Festival that's running at the moment. The association is most grateful, especially tonight, to Dundee, who have helped to fund this project. But the whole series of lectures is supported by BCS, Babcock International, Prostate Scotland, the Institute of Physics, the University of Dundee and the University of Abertay, and they've all contributed to this lecture series. Our speaker tonight is Professor Carol McIntosh. Carol graduated in biochemistry at Aberdeen University in 1983, and from there she did her doctoral studies at Glasgow University in bacterial biochemistry with Professor Hugh Nimmo, achieving her PhD in 1987. Subsequently, she has gone on to win numerous accolades in science. Carol held a 3-year personal Royal Society of Edinburgh Research Fellowship. That got her started, followed by a prestigious 6-year BPSRC personal fellowship at the University of Dundee here. And then she progressed rapidly from lecturer to senior lecturer, and in 2004 she was awarded the chair of molecular signalling at this university. As a measure of her stature in research internationally, for more than 10 years she's held the position of deputy chair of the Biochemistry Society Journal. That's quite something. And given invited presentations at more than 40 international conferences, and has published about 100 peer-reviewed research papers in some of the most influential journals in the scientific literature. She has supervised over 15 postgraduate students and several postdoctoral students. So, she's very well qualified, I think, to speak to us tonight. The title of tonight's presentation is Who Do You Think You Are? The 500 Million Years Ago Edition. And it gives me great pleasure now to ask Carol to address us.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me, and thanks to the audience for coming along to hear this edition of Who Do You Think You Are? And in this lecture, what we're going to do is we're going to learn that some events of 500 million years ago still have a real impact on the lives and on the diseases of modern-day humans. Now, I was first attracted into biology by the realization that there were these beautiful chemical structures that were very dynamic inside cells, and this is one of my favourites. This is a protein called kinesin, and chemical reactions in its feet drive these footsteps. So this is kinesin walking along a tubule inside a cell, which is part of the skeletal structure of the cell, and it has its 2 arms upstretched, carrying this large vesicle that's got all the new proteins and lipids that have just been made. So kinesin is part of the distribution service that carries new components around to where they're needed inside cells.